certainly has to be a factor, doesn't it? Round 7. Oscar De La Hoya, so much the bigger man, the man we thought might boss the fight. Too big, they said. Got him with the right hand there. But it's getting to the point where De La Hoya is going to have to stop Pacquiao. Such is the points deficit that's accruing.
I have to say again, Ian, he is so poor, the weight has to have something to do with it. This would have shown up in training if he was as poor as this. Coming in at 10 stone 5 and only putting 2 pounds on to rehydrate the body. He has done something to his body. Physically, it's not right. His recent performances have been good. They've been very good, or at least they've been decent. This really is poor stuff from him. If he had been as bad as this would have shown up in the training camp, and I'm sure it hasn't.
What did they do to get back down to 10.5 stone? Whatever it was, it looks to have left De La Hoya leaden and a little weak at the weight and totally outspeeded.
He can't even get close to Pacquiao. At times he looks like a novice. He just doesn't know how to make the first move to get past that southpaw jab.
This is sad to see, really, now. It's just a shell of the golden boy, and he's taking a bit of a beating in there at the moment, and I just wonder if it might even get to a point where they think of throwing in the towel, because Pacquiao is giving him a lesson here. Speed, combinations, head and body. De La Hoya's been hurt to the body in this fight as well. And he has to take another one. He looked a bit shaky there, De La Hoya. He could even be stopped, you know. I wonder if they might even pull him out.
He's throwing nothing back. It looks as though he has got nothing left. I said if he slowed down any more, Pacquiao would move in with the power punches. That's what he's doing now. Stoppage is on the card here.
And his left eye's closing up as well, De La Hoya, to add to the many, many other problems. There are 50 seconds or so left in this round. Pacquiao's playing with him.
De La Hoya has nothing left. Absolutely nothing left.
Tony Weeks, the referee, is looking closely here at Oscar De La Hoya, and he looked unsteady on his legs. He's just run out of ideas completely, doesn't know what to do. Pacquiao pummels him again. Heavy shots. Tony Weeks is looking on very, very closely. De La Hoya's eye, his left eye has almost shut completely.
Ian, I think his corner will pull him out. If he gets to the end of this round, he has nothing left. Absolutely nothing left. And Pacquiao,
look at this,
is punishing. Imagine, where did he find that?
2 uppercuts there, almost out of instinct and pride. Dredged them up from somewhere in the deepest of crises. Pacquiao didn't think he could stop De La Hoya.
I mean, Oscar was taking a beating in that round. Everything that Pacquiao threw at him landed cleanly. He had no answer. There's nothing left in the tank. This must be the last round for Oscar De La Hoya, one way or the other, unless he produces a miracle.
And if it is, it might be the last round of his whole career. We may be watching the final chapter of a glorious career here.
Well, I said that a couple of rounds ago, Ian, and that's how it's looking.
Because it's just looking like a bridge too far. I guess it comes to all the fighters in the end. He's never, ever been able to corner Pacquiao. Pacquiao's been like a little wasp around him, throwing in these stinging shots all night long.
Would you have thought that Pacquiao was going to outsmart him and outbox him? I mean, one of the worry was that the Pacquiao was a little bit too easy to hit, and that's the reason he couldn't give away all this weight. But De La Hoya can't find him most of the time.
Well, I dismissed it as promotional hype when Bob Arum, Pacquiao's promoter, said it was going to be easy, but it has been so far. Just keeps on throwing the punches, and De La Hoya can't get off first. He can't even ask a question.
Because the timing's not there in De La Hoya's punches, he can't hurt Pacquiao. There's no power in the shots if the timing is off. And De La Hoya's timing is a mile off, and there's definitely something missing in the body. Stuff's not there.
It's sad, isn't it, Jim, really, to watch? Body shots badly marked up around the face, as he was against Steve Forbes a bit even in his last contest in May. Looks dead at the weight as well.
But I don't want to take anything away from Manny Pacquiao. I don't want to make excuses for Oscar De La Hoya. He must have shown well in training, or they wouldn't have taken the fight. So full credit to Pacquiao. But what he's done, keeping his weight low, must have contributed to such a poor performance from him.
And all this taking place amid a seething atmosphere here at the MGM. I think people can't quite believe what they're watching, but it's real enough. This is starting to remind me of that horrible fight with Muhammad Ali and Larry Holmes back in 1980, when Ali took a systematic beating before being pulled out the fight towards the end of his career.
De La Hoya has hardly managed a worthwhile punch in this round. What is the point sending him back out for more of this? He has his own boss, so maybe he won't quit. That was better. Where's he finding that?
Pacquiao smacked his gloves together there as De La Hoya launched that assault. Pacquiao, ferocious combination, big left hand, body shots. De La Hoya ducks and dives and swings and gets through another round somehow. But this does look totally beyond recall.
You have a headache?
There's nothing in the tank.
Oscar, you have a headache? Are you dizzy? You have a headache?
Okay, listen. No. Listen. If you keep taking punches, I'm stopping the fight. Okay?
Where there are concerns in that corner, the doctor's asking if he's got a headache. They're concerned about the number of head punches that are raining in, and they're saying that if he carries on taking, then they're going to pull him out of the fight. I think that's sensible.
Yeah, I think one of his problems tonight is he's the boss man and golden boy. If someone else is making the decisions, I think they would have him out of there, because this is a lost cause.
Should they pull him out, Ricky Hatton?
I think they should have pulled him out 2 rounds ago. I mean, he's not going to win this fight, and he hasn't done.
It's over, it's pulled out.
It's all over. They have pulled him out. Oscar De La Hoya, surely the end of a glittering career, and a famous win for Manny Pacquiao, who was quite brilliant tonight. Totally outspeeded and outboxed a faded, dead at the weight De La Hoya. But it's a wonderful, wonderful win for the Filipino, who will milk this, and he deserves to. He's some fighter, isn't he? He's moved up from being a 9'4" fighter back in March to winning here at 10.5 stone. And De La Hoya aged before our eyes tonight. He took too many, and really what happened there should be the last reminder to call it a day.
Yeah, and I'm sure he will do that. Pity his career will go out in a performance like this, but he should. That's not my place, but I'll be surprised if he boxes again. But Manny Pacquiao did everything at the right time. He was elusive in the early rounds, and then as his confidence built, he started stepping in with the punches. Then in the later stages, he knew he had the power to hurt De La Hoya. De La Hoya had nothing left, and they put the clinchers on. A wise decision, but they could have pulled him out earlier.
And poor old Ricky's probably seen his big money fight with Oscar De La Hoya go out the window.
Well, not really. I mean, I said that, I mean, pound for pound, he proved it again that he's the number one in the sport. And I still might get my dream of becoming the best pound for pound fighter in the world. I mean, but that
against Pacquiao, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I must admit, Ian, we're probably looking at a modern day phenomenon, really, Manny Pacquiao. He won his first world title at flyweight. To do that to Oscar De La Hoya, phenomenal is a word that is used probably too often in boxing for no real meaning, but I mean, that was just outstanding. Modern day great, I would say.
I don't think anybody's arguing, Ricky. That's what he is. It is amazing what Pacquiao's done.